What up, everybody? What up, world? Welcome to the Fanatic Sports Podcast. I'm your man, Bloka. We are on episode 14. We missed y'all last week. Also, happy Thanksgiving in advance for those of you who may be cooking, who may be off. For you poor saps like me who go to work on the holidays, we're delighted to bring you another episode of the Fanatic Sports Podcast. It's been a whirlwind couple weeks. A lot of great sports. A lot of hard times for Steelers fans. Losing to Jameis Winston don't ever feel right or natural. Losing to the Browns don't ever feel like the natural process or order. But we'll get to that. We're going to get to some football. We're going to get to some college basketball, girls and boys. We're going to get to favorite Thanksgiving food. Look, so y'all know, Thanksgiving is my favorite holiday, right behind March the 4th. The greatest holiday of all. As a matter of fact, my favorite Baptist hymnal was "Every Day Was a Day of Thanksgiving." So, love me some Thanksgiving. Love Thanksgiving food. I love to eat, obviously, as this might show you. Big fan of the holiday, the Thanksgiving food. But you know what? It's not just the food for me. Growing up, I got the opportunity to hang with my mom, bond with my mom, cook with my mom. I did have some of those, like you see on Instagram, those your favorite, you got to go to your grandma's house and see your favorite cousin. You got to go hang with your favorite aunties and uncles, the messy auntie, the bougie auntie, the drunk uncle, you name it, all of that. Like I got to have some of those experiences as my as I got to go visit family, things like that. So love that kind of time, that bonding. It really is special. It really does mean a lot to me to get to have that opportunity with friends and family. So super excited for tomorrow. I am going to work. The last probably 5 years I can think of, what we'll do is we'll cook, and then I'll volunteer. Usually I travel for Christmas. So for Thanksgiving, I'll volunteer to work. I work in the hospitality industry. For those who may be new to the channel and may not know exactly who, as I pull the veil back about me, I work in hotels, hotels, hospitals, some of those restaurants, those hospitality fields. They work 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. There's not a day where those doors actually do close. And so even during the pandemic, like a lot of those fields still maintain. And so working in that field, I volunteer to work the federal holiday because holiday pay. Let me start there. Let me get right into it. Holiday pay, baby. In Arkansas, it's you get time and a half. So whatever you get paid, say you get $15, they'll give you an extra $7.50 on top of that $15 an hour for each hour that you work. Down here in Louisiana, it's a little bit different. Where I work, we get holiday pay. I think they just throw you an extra 8 hours or something like that. I don't know. Whatever it is, it's a bonus for working that holiday. And the main reason I'm super stoked about working that holiday pay is because I was going to eat and watch football anyways. Might as well do it on somebody's clock and make a few extra dollars in the process. So, and so what we normally do as a family is we'll cook Wednesday night. I'm gonna cook tonight. As a matter of fact, at my church, there's no Bible study tonight. The kids got choir rehearsal, and then we're gonna come back and the turkey should be just about done thawing, I would say. And then we're gonna get going on that. I really wish I would have done that a couple days ago, and so let the seasons marinate. But it's gonna be gravy for sure, pun intended. So, but you know, we'll cook all the fixings, big meal. Sometimes the kiddos and family will come up to the hotel with me. I mean, there was one year, this was probably about 6-7 years ago when I first got my PS4, because I love Jesus, so I have a PlayStation and an iPhone. All you heathens that have Androids and Xboxes, we're gonna pray for you. But so we got the PS4, man, took it up there, got the, put it on there. Like at that hotel I worked at then, I had a big screen TV over in the lobby. And I had a whole spread of food across our big table in the lobby. It was like I did Thanksgiving dinner at the hotel on the clock. And normally, it's not a big travel time, especially, living in Northwest Arkansas. That's a college town, just like it is down here in Baton Rouge. And so there wasn't any that particular year, there wasn't a home game, I don't think. I know there is a home game down here in LSU. LSU plays Oklahoma this weekend, so it will be kind of a busy day. Not tomorrow, but probably this weekend. And then there'll be some overflow because if you're familiar with the culture down here in Southwest Louisiana, down in New Orleans, two HBCUs, very popular HBCUs, Southern University and Grambling University, meet every year for what's called the Bayou Classic. It's on NBC, so it's big money. And it's very, very popular down here. A lot of people, get down here, get to New Orleans, and being in Baton Rouge, only being an hour away, we do get a little bit of spillover from that. And we do get a little bit of spillover from the Sugar Bowl, things like that. So, so there will be busy this year. I can't remember if Arkansas plays. I think Arkansas plays on the road. I think they play in Missouri. So shout out to my girl Jen up there in KC. I know she's a big Mizzou fan. Shout out to my man Mark from Boot Hill Sports Network that was on, a few episodes back. Well, shucks. Been almost 2 months since he was on now. Definitely got to get him back now that football season is over. And, college is coming to an end. High school probably should have just ended. We definitely got to update with him and the homie John Cantrell up there in KC as well. All the Missouri folks that's checking us out. Arkansas I think they're going to play Missouri in Columbia this year for the worst named rivalry in football, the Battle Line rivalry. I say it's the worst named rivalry. I'd love to tell y'all a story sometime about how I stole that something kind of close to that for a minor league rivalry series as well. Definitely as the dog days of summer roll back around, we'll definitely start talking about minor league football. One of my favorite pastimes, which actually got me to where I am in sports broadcasting. So love me some minor league football. Anyway, but yeah, we would go and we would have food at the hotel. And I watched football all day. I worked at a hotel that had a ton of different TVs, and so we would have TVs, sports and games on every channel. And my son was playing PlayStation that particular year. And sometimes kids don't come, sometimes they do, whatever. Sometimes the fam hangs out. But man, I love Thanksgiving. Man. Thanksgiving is one of my favorite things, one of my favorite holidays. My brother.
Oh, man, I feel like it's been a minute, man.
It's been months, it feels like, since 2 weeks ago when we
Wow.
So man, I'm glad you came on, because I was filibustering as long as I could. But we're talking about Thanksgiving. I feel like I need to pull a turkey into this thing somewhere.
A what?
A turkey. So I say, before we get going, we normally do with this just in and talk about some of the happening news. But for since it's Thanksgiving, first of all, are you familiar with a TurDuckEn?
Yeah.
Okay.
I really am.
All right. So good, a sports fan. So there's so I love a TurDuckEn. Have you ever had one?
No.
I've not.
No.
I've not. And actually,
I've seen it on TV.
Richard's Meat Market sells a TurDuckEn, or at least they used to. Before I moved, they did. I never went and got one. I told myself every year that I was gonna go get one, and then I never went and got one. But yeah, I definitely want to get my hands on a TurDuckEn when I get an opportunity. So talking about TurDuckEns, tell me your favorite Thanksgiving food if you do the Thanksgiving food.
Look, so I don't know, man. Like, to be honest with you, most of like Puerto Ricans,
Okay.
Dominicans, man, to be honest with you, we don't do turkey.
Okay.
I only started doing turkey when I moved out here.
All right.
Like I can eat turkey, don't get me wrong,
Sure.
but see, we make something called it's called pernil. It's a roast pork shoulder.
You got my attention.
Basically, man, you cook it, marinade. So it's like it's really good, man. It's like melts in your mouth, dude. But it's like that, and we do ham. But I think, to be honest with you, when I first moved out here to Arkansas, I fell in love with green bean casserole.
Thank you. Oh my gosh. All right. I try not to get racial, but obviously there's a racial component to everything around here, right? So look, and listen, we'll put the poll. We're gonna put the poll up on the Instagram later on. For those of you who are watching live right now, feel free to jump in, throw it in the comments, yes or no. Do you eat green bean casserole? So, for whatever reason, and I cannot for the life of me understand this, I've done this poll. Tons of black people, probably 15 to 30 black people. I know two people that eat green bean casserole, and I'm one of them. Well, I guess three if you include my mom. My mom was the one who introduced us to green bean casserole. Yeah, man, black people don't eat green bean casserole. I don't know why. Like, so much so, right? So this is how we were in Walmart yesterday getting groceries, or as they say down here, making groceries. So we were getting groceries I know, listen, they don't talk good, they don't spell good, but they can cook good. And that's, I guess, makes up for.
Remind me never to go to Louisiana. So I'm making groceries. Well, that's a good one. Look, man, that's when I first moved out here, man. Like, people were like, I'm fixing to go to the store. And I'm like, I'm like, wait. So I would double look and be like, what's broken at the store? And they would look at me straight up and they're like, what do you mean? I'm like, you said you're fixing the store. Like, you've got to go to the store, right? And like, they're like, yeah, we're getting ready to go. So why can't you say you're getting ready to go to the store instead of saying,
no.
I'm fixing to go to the store.
Because you got to fix everything up before you haul off and go. Okay. We'll get to all right. Look, so I did a poll, man. So last night I'm in Walmart. And so I love green bean casserole. The fam loves the green bean casserole as well. Now, recently, a couple of years ago, I started doing cheddar broccoli rice casserole instead. I don't remember why, but I just decided we would do something different. And so this year we're going back to the green bean casserole. And so we're in Walmart, right? And so obviously, it's this time of year. So this has got to be a skyrocket in sales for cream of mushroom, because so many people, white people, do green bean casserole, right? But I live in a predominantly black city, Gonzales, and so we're at the Walmart, which is predominantly black customers as well as predominantly black staff. And so I asked the guy that's unstocking, like he's stocking up all the stuff for Thanksgiving food, and I said, hey man, and I guess I don't know if I'm just getting older and I can't remember. I can't, like, names and words slip my mind these days. But so I couldn't remember. They were called fried crispy onions or something like that. It's like an onion topper that goes on the green bean casserole. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Okay. So
I know exactly what you're talking about.
I actually still don't know the proper name of them.
They're called French onions.
French onions. Thank golly. For 3 days, I've been trying to think of the name. Maybe I should have answered your phone call last night. I would have got it. So, dude, we're in Walmart looking for these French onions, and I can't think of the name of it. And I said, just go. I tell my son, just go ask them for the green bean casserole topping, right? And then it dawns on me. I said, oh shoot, black people don't eat green bean casserole, so they don't know what he's talking about. And I was like, well, maybe they do. So I asked the guy, and I was like, yo, you eat green bean casserole? Nah, dog, I don't eat that. I was like, you know what I'm talking about? Nah, I don't have a clue. Like, what? I did not know what I'm talking about. Like,
Okay, that's funny.
Here's the best part. Here's the best part, right? He's unloading the French onions. Dog, I kid you not.
That's
like,
yo, wow.
Yeah. This is what we're doing. So, but yeah, man, look, and that's one of my favorite Thanksgiving foods too. The green bean casserole. Love green bean casserole. Actually you tied right into what that's my favorite. Like on the plate, you throw it around.
Like I said, when I first moved out here, I wasn't, I didn't know. I mean,
Yeah.
I literally was like, "What is this?" And I was like, "Man, I'll give it a try. I don't shy away from food. It's, food in front of me, I'll take it. You know what I mean?" Bro, I never had an issue. Never had an issue with green bean casserole. Like I love it.
I think a lot of people would like it because it's really simple. You make green beans like normal, right? So down here, that's a whole nother process in itself, right? Like, and it's one of the ones that I'm very thoughtful of myself. But it's like you do like kind of a roux almost, and it's almost like a gravy in green beans and gravy type of thing. And that's kind of what I do. And then I throw the cream of mushroom, and then I kind of get spritzy and I throw a little bacon on there. And then once you throw some of the French onion, half of the bag of French onions in the bottom, and then when it comes out, you throw the rest of the French onion on top of it, and it's fantastic. Love it. Absolutely love it.
I don't see why a lot of people don't eat it, man. I'm so confused on it. Like and like I said, man, I don't do turkey. That's not like a normal thing, but I wound up getting some turkey yesterday, so I'm gonna do that tomorrow. But
you got a whole turkey or
a whole turkey?
Okay. So so we got a whole turkey. And so do you do the breast down method?
No, yeah. I normally bacon wrap it. I normally bacon wrap my turkey.
Oh my God, that sounds fantastic.
Yeah.
So I do
you bacon wrap the turkey, you let it sit, and basically keeps all the juice and moisture inside the turkey.
So I saw a method where you go breast down, and because all of the fat and the moisture falls down into the breast, because the breast is always the driest part, right? Like that's on chicken or turkey. The breast is always the driest part, and so so that makes it because it's falling into the breast, it's going to make it more moist. And then obviously, have you tried the injectables? Have you tried those yet?
No, not yet. I'm typical old school, man. To pull up the skin, put all that stuff, you know what I mean? Put everything in underneath the skin. I season my butter with fresh garlic. So I mince my garlic.
Yeah.
Put that over the butter. Add my salt, pepper, little paprika. Basically make enough of that, and then I just kind of like whip that up, let it harden a little bit, put it in the refrigerator for a little bit, and then I take them spoons and just put it all into the inside of it, then the outside, and then I coat it with that, and then I take my bacon, put it over top.
Yeah, you're doing great. You're doing freaking awesome. You're doing freaking awesome. That's what we're doing. That's good. I like it. Man, look, well, you got me hungry, so I got to get back focused. My bad. So, all right. So look, man, before let's take a quick break so I can stop drooling. And and speaking of world famous cooking,
don't start that.
right on cue. Not only is he great at salsa, he's also great at turkey. Apparently, golly, that sounds fantastic. So,
man,
tell the people about the greatest salsa in the world.
It's crazy because it's like I got into cooking, man. I love cooking. Cooking is great, man. I like seeing the smile on people's faces, man. Like I think that's the reason why I do what I do.
It's a love language.
Yep, man. It really is, man. Well, Get ready to have your taste buds ignited by angry salsa. This isn't your ordinary salsa that's packed with fiery flavor that keep you on the edge of your seat. Whether you're cheering for your team or snacking while watching the game, angry salsa will add a spicy kick to your game day experience. So grab a jar of angry salsa and take your taste buds on an exhilarating ride. Angry salsa, fueling the fire of flavor. All right, guys. I want you guys to understand. Come get a jar of salsa, and you could be a happy, angry customer. Yours truly.
Yeah, man, that's fantastic, man. Well, listen, I've already made myself hungry, and I'm very proud to say that we're on time to start episode 14. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. We'll be
Yes.
right back here on the Fanatic Sports Podcast. Yo, gotta say send a special shout out to my man Arson with the Heat for the theme song, yo. Super dope track to bring us in and out each week, man. We look forward to that. So we are again celebrating Thanksgiving. My favorite holiday. Maybe we ought to come in and out that every day is a day of Thanksgiving. That's my favorite Baptist hymn. But love Thanksgiving. One of the reasons I love Thanksgiving the most is because on Thursdays they have great games. So look, Thursday night, tomorrow night is right back in the same boat, right? There's going to be an early afternoon game. There's going to be a midday game, and then there's going to be a primetime evening game, just like on regular Sunday. And then we get another one on Friday for Amazon Prime, I guess, to promise them their, special game day to themselves. And then they also have then we still have games on Sunday. So like that's the beauty of Thanksgiving, right? Like one of the most beautiful days is that we get so many awesome games all week long. For the next 3 days, we got football, we got basketball, we got college basketball. Those are a couple of things I wanted to kind of tune in and talk about, man. So tomorrow night, we got the Bears and Lions, which that's during the day. That's actually 11:30 in the morning. That's gonna be bright and early, right? So, not gonna mess around with that one. And then at 3:30. Well, you know what? I guess these would have been good games for Thanksgiving. I think the Lions are gonna be the
look. The only game I think I'm more invested in, to be honest. I
yeah.
like the Lions. Lions gonna beat the ever
Oh
living dog
yeah,
crap out of the Bears.
yeah. It's not gonna be pretty.
I think the Packers and Dolphins game is gonna be really good. I think
Yeah.
they should put the Giants and Cowboy game on trash TV.
But one of the crazy things about it is, so the Lions and the Cowboys, I don't know if it's like, I guess at this point it's just a tradition, but they play every Thanksgiving. Like it doesn't fail. They never don't play on Thanksgiving. Like I mean, maybe we can look this up. The last time that the Cowboys nor Lions played on Thanksgiving.
They play every year. It's something that they do.
Right. Yeah, it's a tradition.
It's been a tradition for years since I can growing up. It's kind of wild though, man. Like you sit back and you look and you're like, man, this team was a what if. With the Cowboys, they were a what if. Like they're gonna, this is the year. Which is, I'm not gonna lie, every year is the Cowboys' year. But
Hold on, let me go to Instagram and make sure make sure that the sports nerd Bernard Oliver isn't watching, because last time I said something about the Cowboys, he was on and watching, and he was. I felt the jab coming from a virtual jab swinging at us. Okay, all right, we safe. He's not on right now. Sorry, Bernard.
But I have a problem.
Okay,
I have a problem with the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Poor management.
Yeah, it's been terrible.
Poor coaching.
It's been really
And
bad.
the players, they lost. What was it? The week before last, they, granted they won and they beat my team. It's whatever. Okay, I'm not even going to speak on that game.
Ugh.
The last 21 seconds, 40 seconds of that game was like,
Yeah,
whoa.
we
The
were
poor
talking about something
tackling.
else.
I don't know how anything happened. I just leave it at that.
Yeah.
But the week before that, didn't they get beat really, really, really bad?
They got smoked. Let's go look at it. All right, so we are here. No, it's not that week. Week 11. Week 11 is the one we're looking for,
Like,
where the Cowboys got smoked by the Texans. 30-14.
okay, yeah.
30-14.
Right after that game, CeeDee Lamb and Trayvon Diggs do a music video.
Well, then.
You're not even worried about the loss. You're not even worried about it. Everything's all in shambles. You want to go do a music video. I have a problem with that.
These guys are just getting paid, bro. That's all they want to do. They just want to get paid, and that's fine. I'm happy with that. Go get paid. You deserve it. Get all the money. He
Actually, no. It was when the Eagles beat them. They only had 2 field goals. It was 34-6.
Good gosh.
Yeah, they had 2 field goals.
That's the deal, man. They are, look. Some people get to the NFL to get paid. Some people get to the NFL because they want to be legends. They want to do super special things, and I can't blame them for being mad. For them doing what they want to do. That's what you want to do. You want to just go stink it up? Fine, go stink it up. Sounds great. Sounds
you
awesome.
know how we talk about like how people should be vetted for guns and things like that. I have to say, I think players need to be vetted to get paid. Like you need to go through an actual like process for you to get paid. Not this, oh, this is what I'm worth. Because honestly, you get this money and you just play like you don't play.
That guy was who is it? I mean, but look at Trevor Lawrence. That's a perfect example. And we'll get into basketball maybe a little bit later, but Kawhi Leonard. Like, you look at these folks that just don't. They get their money. They got what they came for, and after that, it's just kind of
Joel Embiid.
Yeah, to the wind. So that's the Cowboys, and it's even worse because you think about it, and I saw a great stat. Where did I see that at? Let me see if I'm pretty sure I took this. I took a screenshot of this, right? So, Josh Jacobs, Derrick Henry, Saquon Barkley, Joe Mixon, right? The 4 running backs we would consider they're probably top 10 running backs, right? That though out of that 4, would you
Top
at least
5.
say
I would say top 5.
Okay, all right. That's to me that's a little generous. No, you
Can't.
might be
I
right.
mean, it's
Top
top 5,
10,
man. Top 5.
top
Christian
10 sounds
McCaffrey's
good.
not playing. I mean, he hasn't shown me anything this year since he's been injured. So I mean, he's been injured. He came back. Like Christian McCaffrey. Last year I could say the last year and the year before. I'm like, okay, yeah, he's a top 5 running back. Right now, no, he's not a top 5 running back.
No, well, of course not. He's
So
only played like 2 games. So.
I'm definitely putting Joe Mixon, Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs. I didn't put Jacobs in there, man. I'll be honest with you. I put Jacobs in there.
Well, so look, these 4 guys are leading. They're top 10 in production, right? And they're also their teams are also in the playoff hunt.
Yeah.
Here we go. I found it. All right. So the Giants let Saquon leave. The Titans let King Henry leave. The Raiders let Josh Jacobs leave. Those 3 teams are combined 7-26. The running backs with their new team. So the Saquon with the Eagles, Derrick Henry with the Ratbirds, and Josh Jacobs with the Packers. They are all 3 of those teams are combined 24-9, right? So that's from the Block Spot on Twitter, right? So shout out to all the Twitter heads, or excuse me, is it X?
Yes.
We're calling it X, whatever. So shout out to all the folks on the website formerly known as Twitter.
Oh man, that's funny.
That checks out at FanSport. So I just started one not that long ago. All right, so it's at FanSport Talk. So Fanatic Sports 25 at Fanatic Sports 25 on Twitter. Check us out. But I mean, like that was such a thought. The thought of it's like, dang, because we talked about this all summer, and we talked about this a lot, throughout the football season to start. But it's still something. It's still true. In the NFL, you got to run the rock, right? So like, I'll give you a little bit about during my days as a minor league football coach. I was an offensive coordinator, and I helped develop an offense. Shout out to the NWA Battle, the Arkansas Warcats. Those were the teams I worked with. And so the head coach that I worked with, his name is Wayne Hall. And so in developing our offense, he said, so here's how we're going to call the plays. We're going to use states, team names and team cities to call the plays, and we're going to use the NFL for run, because you got to be able to run the ball to be able to win ball games in the NFL, right? You need running backs to do that. You got to build a good offensive line. You gotta be able to run the ball. You got to have a playmaker at running back, right? So this is what we did. We use NFL names. If you can't run the ball, then it's not like college where you can throw the ball 50 times. Colorado's won they won what, 7 games or 7-3 or something like that. And but they get away with throwing the ball, and the 3 games they've lost are basically 1 or 2 of them, and dating back to last season, they probably lost 4 games last year, 4 or 5 games in the last 2 years, just because at the end of the game, they have no 4-minute offense. They can't run the ball and take time off the clock and get first downs. They've gotten much better this year. Their offensive line is much better this year.
Much
But
better.
it's really all about the ability to run the ball, man. And in the pros, you got to be able to run the ball. So I can't understand how they go about, just disrespecting the running back, man. You think about it, right? Let's look at this. And let me bring this back full circle. It's the reason I'm bringing all of this up, right? The Cowboys play the Giants. The Giants, who just cut Daniel Jones, who as of today has signed with the Vikings practice squad, which is interesting. And we'll get to that in a second as well. But this man, y'all paid this man, what, 230?
232.
$232 million. And now they got dead money on the books. His guaranteed money is a for sure. And, that's on the books. And he's on the practice squad. Think this through. This man can't even make the roster behind Sam Darnold.
It's pitiful.
And so
it's all pitiful, man. I think every year, we talk about, worst teams in the league.
Yeah.
And every year the Giants are on there.
Yeah.
Because of poor decision making, what they've done in the draft. Let's even go further. The Cowboys' decisions on what they've done. Poor. Like it's not fair anymore for me to sit here and be like, those teams are trash. Like I've gotten to a point where I think I've gotten annoyed with people talking to me about the Cowboys and the Giants.
Yeah.
It gets frustrating because it's like, look, what more do you want me to say about your team? You basically you play in the swamp, so I guess obviously you are where you play.
I love that. So look, man, but I will tell you the fun of this, speaking of it being a Thanksgiving game, is that we're talking about division rivalry. And that's the cool thing that we're about to get into this part of the season is division rivalry. Getting ready to fight it out with folks who know you well, folks who've been, and it's crazy because the coaching turnover, Brian Dable is not, he had it steeped into the New York Giants, history and lore, or the Cowboys history and lore, the NFC East history and lore. But he's been around, same thing with Mike McCarthy, been around. Obviously Dak would have been a mainstay name. Ezekiel Elliott's back with the Cowboys, and he's a mainstay name in that division, in this rivalry. But even at that, man, even when the players change and the coaches change, division rivalries just have a little extra edge to them,
Yeah, it's not a game though. Like I really am gonna be like, I'm gonna watch it. Like in the morning, I'm probably gonna watch it. Then after that, I'm probably gonna, finish cooking,
Take a
and
nap.
then realize that the night game's on. I'm gonna watch the night game. That's about it. I'm not doing the whole Cowboy Giant game. I'm not even watching it. Don't even care.
So I believe that
They're not in the hunt. So if they're not in the hunt, don't care.
That game starts at 9:30. No, 3:30. 3:30. 3:30 Central. I'll be at work. I ain't got nothing else to do. I'm gonna watch it. I don't care. Don't care. I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna check it out. Let's just see how let's just see how bad it gets, man. Like it's a circus, and I'm fine with that.
I'm not, man. I'm like they need to go ahead and they should have found another game. The same way they took a game off of they switched. So when the Bears and the Washington played at 3:25, they were slated for a 12 o'clock game.
Yeah, that's right.
And they switched because they wanted more of prime time because they knew it was 1 versus 2.
Yeah, it's a good game.
And let's just be honest. Why can't they do that for the Giants and Cowboys game?
Well, because at this point now you're switching days is that's what the bad part is.
Hey,
So
they could have switched to
did we lose him? I think we lost him. So tomorrow at 11:30 a.m., 3:30 p.m., and then the prime time at 7:20. NFL football, my faves. Then Friday is the Chiefs and the Raiders. Um, so it's cool to see this on Friday. It's great to have this kind of have football. Shout out to super fan Sarah, who may not be watching right now, but I'm sure she'll be watching later. And a Raiders fan. I guess I can say that I want to see the Raiders beat the Chiefs. I think for me that means that I love the chink in the armor for the Chiefs. I know the Steelers got to play the Chiefs later on in the season. And as Antonio Pierce said, I know Jeremy from Run Your Mouth is a Big Worm is a Raiders fan as well, man. And look, they're playing for the draft pick right now. I'm never good. I'm never in the mindset to say tank, but look, I get it. Because what's the point of winning 7 games? I'll tell you what. As a Steelers fan, a fan of a team who's won 9 games a lot of years, I think about 2019, right? So Big Ben Roethlisberger goes down, and we're starting a guy who he retired from the CFL 2 years ago, Duck Hodges, and Mason Rudolph, who's now I think back up in Tennessee. Viable backup quarterbacks. They're not great players. It really should have been a thing where we should have taken our L's, went 4-12 at that time, or whatever it was, 4-13, and we could have picked high in the draft, and had our choice behind that. That 2020 year was, let's see, so that was Joe Burrow and Tua, and I think all of those guys coming out in 2020, 2021, that group. Even if we would have got a hold of Mac Jones, you got to think if you feel good about Justin Fields as your future quarterback, you probably would have felt good about Mac Jones as your future quarterback under Tomlin as well, right? So trust me, I know winning 8 games, that don't help nothing. So yeah, no, I'm not sold on the idea of just win for the sake of winning. No, lose them games, get that top pick, make that draft capital work for you. Be a viable team that has an opportunity to win and turn your program around or your organization around in 2 or 3 years. These a lot of people talk about Tomlin and his winning his winning season streak. That don't mean a lot, man. I mean, the first round exits, they don't make you feel good about the winning season streak, man. I don't know. Look, that's just my thoughts on it. But look, man, it's Thanksgiving. The smells are already starting to go up in the kitchen. So super stoked about Thanksgiving. Super thankful, I guess is a good phrase to put it, for Thanksgiving as well. Looking forward to talking with you guys a lot more. Can't say thank you enough to y'all for those who joined me. Hi, Mom. I saw you were on. Hi to everybody that's checking us out on the Fanatic Sports Podcast on Instagram. We're live on Facebook. We're also live on LinkedIn as well. Very excited there. And look, while we're talking about LinkedIn, I know it's a lot of folks that are working on LinkedIn. I know a lot of y'all aren't working today, and that's cool. I'm not working today either. But we're excited to have, the opportunity to partner with people, the opportunity to have, to work with folks. Let's watch your business grow as you see our business grow. Our followers are taking a boost. We're really getting some good, we got some good guests lined up for the month of December, and a lot of really great partnerships that are bonding with us as we roll through this process with the podcast. So don't hesitate to give us a shout. You can hit us on any of the sites you see us on, to talk about partnering with us, and there's so much more on the horizon as the year starts to turn over. Really excited about the opportunity to produce the Fair Ones and Fairways podcast, the visual portion. I know a lot of you guys that saw Noel Sosa from Northwest Arkansas. Him and Fernando and some of the group will be working. They have an awesome boxing podcast and golf podcast that they work on now. And so you can check that out on Spotify and all your streaming platforms. And looking forward to the Fanatic Sports Podcast, the Fanatic Sports Network. Looking forward to working with them to produce the visual portion. So just like the things you see with what we do, we'll be having the same thing for them, even better. So again, if you're looking to partner with a podcast and grow your podcast, this is the opportunity for you to get on and grow with us. As we grow, your business grows, and we've set your logo in front of our passionate and fiery fans, our very opinionated fans, who are all right. They're all right, and I'm wrong. So they're loyal to us, obviously, and we're so thankful for each and every one of them. We love to share our fan base with you, and some of the great things that you and your business are doing. So don't hesitate to give us a shout. And with that, I got to start with my homegirl Leticia Talamontes. One of the best car salespeople in the world, and I don't say that lightly. Okay, one of the best, one of the greatest. But down at Astro Ford in D'Iberville, we're looking forward to more great things with her. But if you are thinking about upgrading your ride right now, don't wait. You're in luck. We got the inside scoop. Like I said, the best car salesperson in town is Leticia over at Astro Ford. You can go to her, and she's your go-to person for all your car buying needs. Whether you're in the mood for or in the market for a sleek sedan, or you're looking for a reliable SUV, Leticia's got you covered. She's got a friendly smile, expert knowledge, even will make sure that you drive off the lot in style. So why wait? Head on down to Astro Ford and ask for Leticia Talamontes. You'll be glad you did. You can give her a call at 228-275-FORD. That's 228-275-3673. Or you can stop by 1035 Auto Mall Parkway in D'Iberville. I rode by there the other day on my way. We were on vacation last week, so on my way down, we stopped by, and I just want to check out some of the cars, see some of the rides, and a lot of sweet rides down there, all your favorites. So don't hesitate to give her a shout. But we'll be right back after a brief break here on the Fanatic Sports Podcast. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back.
My fault. I don't know what happened. Power went off for 2-3 minutes. I don't know what's going on. I hear the fire trucks and the ambulance going by. So I don't know. Somebody might hit a power line. I don't know. But man, kind of freaked me out a little bit, man.
Oh, I can't imagine. Well, then it sounds like whatever happened with that, they gonna need some paralegal help. And I got the guy to go to. It's Arkansas Premier Paralegal. They're an independent contractor located in Northwest Arkansas that specializes in divorce, expungement, which somebody's gonna need their record clean for hitting that pole. I can guarantee you.
Facts.
Unlawful detaining in case they weren't supposed to. Something else might have caused them to hit that pole or any other criminal defense. Arkansas Premier Paralegal is the group to go to. They provide negotiable pricing for both private attorneys and to the public as well. The general public. With over 10 years of experience, they all also are capable of assisting with your legal needs in a professional and courteous manner. So you can give them a call today, 479-684-6248, or you can search them up on Facebook. That's Arkansas Premier Paralegal. For more information, give them a shout. Arkansas Premier Paralegal. That's your go-to for all your paralegal needs. So shout out to them. Shout out to the shout out to the people that knocked the power out. Like, so look, man.
I guess the universe was kind of tired of me talking trash about the Cowboys and the Giants. I guess, man. I don't know, man. But
listen, there's no real explanation for that phenomenon, man.
You had to see me, man. I went outside too, looked, and I was like, man, everybody else power went on. Like, it's still on. Like, what's going on here?
So check it out, man. Like, this is a fun time of year, as I stated, right? And I know I normally talk about the month of October, but November is just as much, right? It's a really great time of year in November because NBA basketball is on its is getting heated up, but then there's college basketball, both girls and boys, right? And so one of the cool things about the women's right now is that we're looking at basically we're watching the seeding for who's going to be the top 5 picks in the WNBA. We're watching all that play out right now, right? I posted it the other day on the Instagram page. It was talking about Haley Van Lith. Are you familiar with her?
Mm-hmm.
So started off was an absolute star at Louisville. I guess I understand why she decided to break out and come to LSU, thinking that she would get an opportunity to go ring chasing, and she would have that chance to play with other stars like Angel Reese and those gals. But she came here and got lost with LSU. She got lost in Baton Rouge in general, and somehow Louisiana's got a way about swallowing up his basketball players. You look at Zion down in New Orleans; he came down here as one of the most hyped players, number 1 picks in a long time, and he hadn't lived up to the bill. Mainly because he's hurt, and mainly because he's hurt, mainly because he's overweight, and he's mainly overweight because they serve at Touffet and Boudin, and that's a struggle of mine too. So I won't knock him for it. But so Haley moved on. She's in Dallas now at TCU, or should I say Fort Worth? At TCU. TCU is 6-0. Let me see. TCU.
You know who I like? You know who I like a lot?
Yeah.
I like Paige Buchers.
Paige Buchers. And look, talk about a comeback story, bro. She's got UConn number 2. They're 4-0. Gino Auriemma is about to take over in all of the greatest winning coach of, I think, all of college sports, something like that. But Paige is at the forefront of that. And so kind of the cool thing, it's a great segue, because her and Haley kind of came out together, and they were supposed to be 1 and 2, right?
Yeah.
They were locked at the hip, kind of the way everybody has kind of attached Angel and Caitlin together, right? So great to see her. She got hurt a couple years in a row or something like that, and really it has made things tough on her. So it's great to see her back in that, in the spotlight where she deserves to be. Very excited.
I like her game though, man. Like, I really do. She sees the floor very well for a point guard, man, and I like that. I think there's not many, and let's be honest, the point guard position is not the same anymore.
Oh yeah, not from when we were growing up, bro. That's for
Like I
sure.
remember, if you a point guard, you dictated the floor. You controlled the offense. Nowadays, it's not the same, and I think she controls the offense. That's why I like
She's
her. I like her game.
as to say an old school point guard, right?
Right.
But one of the interesting things in this looking at this team, and so this is why I wanted to start with women's college basketball, because it's exciting this year. You know, we've been keeping our eye on the WNBA for a while. You know, we've been talking about that a lot. JT kind of pointed out some really great things from Sports Talk Live off from the bench. He pointed out some things when he was on with us that as well that was just like, yo, you know, those are great points talking about women's basketball. But
Yeah.
one of the things I'm most excited about this year is the parity of it, right? There's UConn, there's Notre Dame, LSU is a top 10 team that's really good this year. They got some, they reloaded. Sadly, they got some girls from Arkansas that I suspect are going to be really good for them. But you know, USC has got maybe the biggest star in all of women's basketball, in Juju Watkins. That's going to be really great.
It's great to see, man, like how it's progressed over the years, man. Like
Yeah.
we talk about the Caitlin Clarks, we talk about the Angel Reeses. I mean, but we're not talking about the teams that, you know, like look at Inescu.
Yeah.
You know, they're getting ready to possibly, which I do like for the NBA, and I do like it for women's for women's. They're about to do another 3-point contest with Steph Curry
Yeah.
and Inescu. And the next person
Yeah.
is going to be Klay Thompson and somebody else. They're going
I
to
like
have
that.
I like it because those are the two best 3-point shooters in the league. Like I hands down, I don't care if Clay's hurt, whatever, but you can't leave that man open.
You better not. You better not. You better not. But no, it's beautiful. And the great thing about it is, so look, and that's the deal. You think about that parity, because for so long, you remember Inescu's from UConn, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah.
It was UConn, it was Notre Dame, and it was kind of it. And you know, before that, it was even it was Tennessee and UConn. So UConn, Notre Dame, North Carolina had a little run. South Carolina has come on strong. But here's the beautiful part,
Didn't they
right?
just lose?
Yeah, well, I was about to get to that.
Didn't they just lose? They got their what was it, 43 games, 43 game win streak snapped.
43 week. They hadn't lost a game in 43 weeks.
Wow.
But yeah, weeks. It was like 90 games or something, but 43 weeks. But they got beat by USC. I'm sorry, not USC, UCLA. And that this UCLA team. So all right, I'll be real with you. I was ready to say, hey, maybe it's time for us to look for somebody to replace Mike Neighbors. You know, he over there dancing, he in the sideline in the shadows while poor CSP is getting pounded because he lost. But Mike Neighbors got beat by 50 by UCLA. But as it turns out, right after they beat you, after UCLA beat Arkansas by 50, they went and beat the number one team in the land by 15. So it wasn't like it was some last minute, heave of heaven. No, they beat the best team in basketball last year by 15. 15.
It's crazy, man. Like, it's crazy to just, like, these games have been coming down to the wire. They've been fun to watch, man. They've been really, really fun to watch. College basketball, just college sports in general, I think it's a lot more fun to watch as a fan than it is to watch a NBA or an NFL game.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And I hate to say that. You know what I mean? Like, come on, look, this was crazy. Your team. Yeah, well, I'm just gonna randomly throw this out there. Your Pittsburgh Steelers. This is why I like college sports. You ain't getting this being honest with you. You're not getting 6 field goals from a team. You're gonna score. This is the second time this year y'all have won by field goal. Okay? That's not fun to me. Like, where's the well, I can understand if it was a real defensive game, but come on.
Well, okay. So first of all,
and then y'all lost in the snowball game.
In our defense, when you play Baltimore, that is a defensive game. That's a pitcher's duel. However, I just wanted to mention that
Why?
if you don't think it's fun to watch us only hit field goals and win by 18 to whatever,
Look, I don't want to
you
hear. I know we did it too. We kicked 7 field goals to win the game.
just thought I would mention. Just
But
thought I would share it.
it's
But
just,
whatever.
well, just to go back to like what I'm saying is like, the fun. You know what I mean? People enjoy watching a college sports game than they do actually watching a professional. You know
It's
what I mean? People I've
passion.
talked to, going to like Buffalo Wild Wings or going to walk-ons and stuff like that, and watching the game. And a lot of them say, "Man, I'm only watching the game because of fantasy. I really don't care who wins.
Right.
I'm more of a collegiate sports guy."
Yeah,
And
in
I'm just
college,
like, and you get that. You get that a lot. People are obsessed with college.
so listen,
And
man. Look,
the fact
oh
that
my,
the women is being noticeable, over the years, and it's just continually growing.
growing.
That right there just shows you, like, with that and the knack and need for college sports and people enjoying it. Let's just be honest. You'll have more fun watching a college game. Like I'm looking forward to like these consolidate what is it? I don't even want to say that. These hand me bowl games. I'm excited to see these hand me bowl games.
That's good. That's good,
I don't
man.
even
So
want to call it a consolation prize anymore. It's just a hand me. Here you go.
I mean, listen, I won't judge you. I won't judge you. That is that's what. Listen, I don't like it because now instead, we're 6 and something. What are we? 6 and 5.
Yeah.
So we'll more than likely we're going to a bowl game and we're probably going to accept the bid, right? And then from there it becomes what are we, so now you say, hey, we need to look the market over and see if there's an opportunity to find a better head coach. And the question becomes, well, can we fire Sam Pittman after we won a bowl game, right? Um,
I would fire him before the bowl game.
well, but then you lose the draft class or the recruiting class, right? So I don't want to say that I don't like it because I do. I like that we won a bowl game. I like that there's an opportunity for us to, use that to make our team better. Because at the end of the day, all I want is for the Razorbacks to win a national championship, nothing less. That's not too much to ask.
Hasn't been done since the '60s, sir.
Well, we haven't had a coach that good since the '60s yet. So that's what it boils down to. It's about coaching, and it's not even necessarily about X's and O's. It's more about your Jimmys and Joes. And when you get the right group in there, then you can do it. But to get back on topic, man, the cool thing about that is that we're looking at with what college basketball is doing. It's becoming what it should have been for a long time. And ironically, I've got to applaud because this is something that that the men's basketball hasn't done on the college side. Hasn't done. They haven't found a way to make college be the breeding ground to send to the pros the same way that the women's side is doing. So kudos for the NCAA. I know they've been catching a lot of flack the last few years, and rightfully so, because there's a lot of things that the women's board needs to do better when it comes to these tournaments, when it comes to the national tournament at the end of the year. There's a lot of things they need to do better. So don't you're not off the hook, but kudos to you because this sophomore class led by Juju Watkins, and there's groups of girls that are about to walk in the path laid by some stars, Hall of Famers, legends, outright ballers of the women's game that should have gotten this the acknowledgement that are now making a way for girls like Juju to get that acknowledgement as well, right? And it comes from the parity, and I think that's the reason I keep going back to that side of it is the parity in college basketball. And women's
And you're
college.
right. That you're definitely right about that, man. It's just an exciting time, as you keep mentioning.
Yeah,
It's exciting.
yeah,
You know what I'm
absolutely.
not excited about?
Okay.
Knowing that I picked the Duke Blue Devils to go to the Natty,
Okay.
win
And
the NCAA tournament, and win
the,
win
the,
win a national title.
the women's.
Not with this team. You got a bunch of stars, and that's it. I'm sorry. They are 4-3.
Oh, you talking about on the boys' side?
Yes.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm 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 devastated because I'm sitting here like, man, they got Cooper Flag. These guys can ball. Like, I'm sitting here looking like, dude, all right, we got Cooper Flag. You got Newpel. You got Common Mullock. You got Tyrese Proctor, Isaiah Evans, Mason Gillis, Sion James, Caleb Foster. These are guys that you look and you're like, wow, this team is, they on paper,
Sure.
they look legit. Like, you
Oh yeah,
like, wow. And then you look at their record. They're 4-3. And they
yeah,
just lost to Kansas, who's 7-0.
yeah, yeah. So,
Sorry,
so
I know we were talking about college, we're talking about college
no,
scores.
no.
Sorry, I know you're talking about the women.
It's a great segue into the men's side of this
And
thing. And
I look at it and it's like the women, they don't have a bunch of stars. So there's not many. You got stars on their team, right? But
yeah,
they're not loaded. Does that make sense? They're not loaded the way Duke is. Like, you come on, Duke played for, if I'm not, didn't Cooper Flag play on the USA
he did.
pre
He played.
the
He was the one amateur on the team.
hmm
He was the one amateur on the team, and played well while he played with him.
You know who he
Um,
reminds me of?
yeah.
His game reminds me of Chet Holmgren.
Okay. Maybe a little bit shorter, but yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
his game reminds me of him. Like, he goes out, you know what I mean? He could step back out on that 3-point line, he could shoot a three.
Knock down the three.
He could post you up, and he plays phenomenal defense.
Yeah, that's
At
what
his
makes him
size.
special.
Like,
Is the
that's just
defense. Yeah.
insane. At his size, you know, like, he's 6'9". At his size,
Yeah.
and he's doing what Chet Holmgren can do. He's doing what Victor can do. Like, he's a generational star. Like, I'm gonna be honest, he's a generational star,
Yeah.
which he should be picked number one.
Okay. So
I
all right.
doubt it though. I doubt he'll get picked number one.
I think he still would, and so let me play a little bit of devil's advocate with you. Okay. So you talk about and this draft is gonna be the one. This is the one that a lot of people have been fighting to get draft picks with. So like the Clippers, you bring up Chet Holmgren and OKC. The Clippers, when they were giving all those trades away for Kawhi and Paul, Paul to get Kawhi, um, a lot. OKC was thoughtful to skip on the 2025 drafts and get first round picks from us on, I think, 26. I know there was a big fight about this draft class picks, and a lot of people were fighting to make sure that they had their draft class for this pick because they understood what was going on with Cooper Flag and VJ Edgecombe and some of those guys. And I'm familiar with the names because I watched, shout out my man Click Productions, who does a lot of like 2K rebuilds and future builds in my league. But those are the draft classes that have been, or the players in those draft classes that are most popular and most talked about.
You
He's
want to know something? I'm looking at this mock draft, and I
okay.
got something for you, man.
Yeah.
I got something. Yeah, like, I'm looking at this mock draft. They have 3 Duke players in the top 10 mock draft.
Yeah. Yeah.
Con Newpel, Common Mullock.
Mm-hmm.
He's 7'2" with a 7'5" wingspan. But just put
Oh,
that in
God.
perspective.
Yeah.
Okay? And Cooper Flag number 1.
Yeah.
And your team is 4-3.
Man, listen, it's not.
Do you see where I'm getting at here? And now let's go. Now the reason why I brought that up. Let's
Yeah.
go back to the women's college basketball.
Right.
They have one star on one team, and they are winning. These guys, these women are playing. They play for each other. What is Duke playing for right now? They are on the spotlight. They are on national TV every game. Every time I turn around, they're on. It's a national televised game.
Well, look, it's just like I was telling you earlier, man. There's some folks who want to be. Their only goal is to get to where they feel like they've arrived, and they feel like they've arrived in getting that money, that NIL money, getting that big fame, getting their name thrown into the ring for the draft. That's all that matters to them, dude. That's all that matters to some people. Now, I won't say if it's these players or not. I won't get into it, but I know there's a lot of players that are like that. That's all they care about. And that's the deal, bro. Like you gotta find those guys. And that's what I love about this NIL thing is you gotta find those guys who actually care about the game and want to do this for the game. Those are the people you got to build around.
Yeah,
those are the people you want to draft. Well, look, man. So we're at a point we're about to hit our break. So after the break, stick with us because we got one more segment, and I just want to talk about some of the things we're thankful for on and off the court. So definitely excited because Thanksgiving is just around the corner.
and that means Black Friday deals.
Yeah, and we love Black Friday deals. But look, I'm gonna tell you about Top Kicks Official. They've got the Black Friday deals all the time. Okay, all the time. They've always got the best deals for if you're trying to step your game up. Top Kicks Officials has the hottest authentic kicks. So not the Jordan. The Jordan doesn't have the ball in the wrong hand. He's not doing the
split.
So
it's not. So basically, it's not one of those where you can go to New York, get a quote unquote Louis Vuitton bag, and it says Vuitton Louis on.
No. This ain't Habib up on 110th Street, baby. This is real.
Jordan. Hey, yo, what kicks you wear? I'm wearing the Jordan Michaels.
The Jordan Michelle's, you know what I'm saying? Listen, man. So whether you're on the court, on the field, or you're hitting the streets, Top Kicks Officials has the perfect pair of shoes for you. With the most wanted releases and the latest styles, you'll always stay ahead of the game. So don't just play the game, dominate it with Top Kicks Officials. That's Top Kicks with a Z. Shop now on Instagram at TOPKICKZ_official. Top Kicks Official. Step into greatness. Stick with us after this on the Fanatic Sport Podcast. We'll be right back with you. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back to the Fanatic Sports Podcast. If you're just joining us, well, we've been having the kind of time you would be thankful for. I'm a dad. I can tell dad jokes. Don't do that to me. So, it's the Thanksgiving episode of the Fanatic Sports Podcast. And I can't say thank you enough to everybody that's joined us. Very, very excited. Very, very excited for my favorite holiday of the year, Thanksgiving. Football is going to be on the tubes all day tomorrow. Definitely probably about to hit this last segment, and then I just then start cooking. Got to get the turkey going. Got to get going on the green bean casserole. I'm watching my A1C this Thanksgiving, so we won't be doing too many sweets. Won't be doing too many sweets. Might still throw a little something in the oven, but not too many sweets. But very excited for Thanksgiving as always. Very thankful for Thanksgiving as always. It's a pleasure and honor. The angry Puerto Rican is shortly away. So while he's doing that, I'll tell you some of the things I'm thankful for. And there's a lot. Most of them are y'all. Very, very thankful for very, very thankful for y'all. Very, very thankful for everybody that joins us. I'm thankful for an 8-3 start to the season. Definitely not how I thought the season would go for the Steelers. But still very thankful for 8-3. I'm thankful for Sierra.
Please tell me I didn't just walk into you talking about the Steelers by yourself.
I'll talk about what I'm thankful for.
Are you fanboying right now?
I'm talking about what I'm thankful for.
That is not something to be thankful for, sir.
I'm thankful for the Steelers. I'm thankful for Sierra. Very thankful for Sierra.
This segue and segment just went to poop.
And her husband. Her husband's been doing a great job.
Who?
I'm Sierra's husband.
Who's Sierra's husband?
The name's not important.
Okay. I was just checking.
Look, here's the deal. If the funny thing is, if Sierra was a boy, she would be a great quarterback just like her husband.
Stop. You need to stop. You need to stop. You need to stop right over while you're ahead, man. Just stop, folks. If y'all are watching, man, I mean, y'all are watching at home. This is bad. Like he's over here crushing over the Pittsburgh Steelers. Somehow they figured out how to win games, which is crazy, But I got an angry hot take today, man.
Talk to me.
I got a Mr. Details angry hot take. The Chiefs are not winning the Super Bowl this year.
Ooh. All right. So before
they
I go
stoop to their level. They stoop to their level of the competition. How do you barely beat the Carolina Panthers?
So here's the fun part, right? But before
it was so much fun to watch the Buffalo Bills beat up on the Chiefs. And I looked at them and I was like, this is a different team.
So here's the best part. The best part of this, you talk about how they barely got by the Panthers, right? And what's great about that is they are this is supposed to be the best quarterback in the league, right? Patrick Mahomes, best quarterback in the league. This is the worst pass. This is the worst pass defense in the league. Okay, worst pass defense, best quarterback. Somehow you can't torch them like you're supposed to do. No, okay, just checking.
All I'm gonna say is, where has Travis Kelce gone? You know where he's gone to?
To the retirement home.
Look, no, not even that. He's gone. He's over there doing commercials. Like the fame has got to him so crazy that I think he's forgotten how to play football.
You might be right. You might be right.
it's like he shows up in spurts. He doesn't show up a whole game.
Listen, all I know is he's cooking. He's cooking my fantasy league. He's killing my fantasy league. But all right. So give me one thing you're thankful for. It can be on the field or off the field. You pick.
Well, I'm gonna be thankful, man, to all of my friends. Recently lost my job 2 weeks ago, and I want to say thank you to everyone that's kind of stepped up and helped me out in a way that I words can't describe how I feel. And I honestly have to say thank you, Bloka. Thank you. Through these stressful times, I got a sick dog. I'm trying to spend the last little bit I can with him. But I think after this week, man, I think I'm gonna make the decision to put my dog down.
That's tough, man.
But I'm thankful for the memories I have with my dog. I'm thankful for all the people that have showed me unconsiderable amount of love. And I appreciate that. So that's what I'm thankful for.
Man, look, man, you know what? When I thought about this, I wasn't thinking about it being a tearjerker.
Sorry, man, but
no,
I'm just trying to build a memory I can, man. I'm just sitting here looking at him right now. He can barely walk. He's barely doing anything. Last week he went to the vet. They pumped him with 1,000 milligrams. I'm having to force feed food down his throat. He's barely walking. When he goes to use the bathroom, bro, he can't even hold himself up. He falls straight down to the ground and just pisses on himself. And I'm not trying to make a tearjerker out of it, but he's been a part of my family and part of my friends' lives for 10 years. He's lived a great life, but I can't continue to watch him suffer.
Yeah, you're doing him a disservice at that point if you don't. So I get it.
But I didn't want to make it all tear jerky or anything like that. But I just want to say thank you to everybody. I'm also thankful for the Knicks looking as good as they are.
God bless.
I had to switch back to sports real quick, because look, man, Jalen Brunson had his career high of 17 assists.
17 assists.
Career high. Do you realize that him and Cat, the big kitty, the big bodega?
I have a different word for it, but sure, go with that.
Let's just put it this way. They were going to be the first two players since Shaq and Kobe to average 25 points a game.
Huh. Okay. All right. I can dig it.
And that's a great that's a great stat to say. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. It's a great stat. And where are the rest of these haters at that said, the Knicks going to figure it out? Well, let me go ahead and explain to you. The Knicks figured it out. The Knicks have figured it out. It only took 6 weeks. 7 weeks.
It took the big three much longer than that. So, okay, I hear you. All right, so look. I'm thankful.
Go New York, go New York, go. Go New York, go New York, go. Look, man, get with the program. Go ahead and drop the Clipper fandom that you got with them and just come on over to the Knicks. We got room.
Yuck. Okay, so I'm thankful for I'm thankful for this being I believe it's the last year of Kawhi. No.
He's got 2 more years.
Yeah, but he's got a player option, and I think he might even they might have a team option.
He might as well just go ahead and leave and go back to the Spurs and go be with Greg Popovich's daddy.
That's fine by me.
Look, he played his best he played his best basketball with San Antonio.
Matter of fact, I'll trade Kawhi Leonard. You ain't even got to throw us Stephon Castle. Give us Jeremy Sohan and your 2029 first round pick. That's fair. I'll take it. I'm very thankful for that. But I'm thankful for Kawhi's player option because soon we're going to get out of what I thought was going to be a winning formula. And you know, I'm gonna do a little bit of content about this later on. I found this great little niche. It was making fun of the Clippers. Shame on these people.
Great. Who are these people? Let me introduce myself.
For this trade.
I need to make a formal introduction, sir.
And the trade goes, we got Paul George and Kawhi Leonard, and we gave up. All right, let me look it through. All right, because I don't want to.
While you're doing that, I got another angry take.
Oh, hello,
Mr. Another angry take.
So before you say that,
I'm sorry, Mr. Detail better be enjoying this.
Are you tired of seeing the dirt and grime on your vehicle? Not only is he enjoying Anthony's angry hot takes, but he's also will enjoy to come visit you. And you know, he's a top-notch detail company, is Mr. Detail, that will leave your car sparkling like new, whether it's a full exterior wash, interior vacuuming, or premium waxing. Mr. Detail has you covered with their expert staff, top-of-the-line products. You can trust that your vehicle will receive the best care possible. So don't settle for a dirty car any longer. Get angry hot and head on over to see Mr. Detail, or you can give him a call and he'll come see you today. 479-283-1636. Again, that's 479-283-1636. Call Mr. Detail today and don't worry about nothing except for this ridiculous angry hot take.
Oh, no, you're going to love this.
Oh, boy.
You're going to love this.
Oh, boy.
So I know I said I would stop talking a lot of crap about the Giants, but I can't hold it any longer.
Boy.
Eli Manning is not a Hall of Fame quarterback. Again, I repeat, so for people who don't understand what I'm saying.
Specifically people named Frankie Lawrence.
Yes. Frankie, I'm sorry. Eli Manning is not a Hall of Fame quarterback. Will he get in? Probably. But as I said, on a post that you posted, I even said it.
Don't hesitate. Look, so it's tagged on the Fanatic Sports Pod fan page, or Facebook page, and you know, so head on over there when you get a chance. Check it out. It's been spirited, to say the least.
It has been very spirited. And it's funny because I think people are sadly mistaken when they think that a Super Bowl MVP is something to credit a player and give them a Hall of Fame jacket. I'm sorry. Then you can have two Super Bowl MVPs. As I said, I even laid a stat out that probably made people think. I think out of the 50, what are we at? 58 right now? We're at Super Bowl 58. There have been 33 of those players have been quarterbacks.
That's right.
It's bad for me to say this, but you can't just give awards to people just because they throw the ball. So, I'm sorry.
But all right.
I'm sorry.
If Tom Brady would have won those Super Bowls, would he have been the Super Bowl MVP?
There are other players on those squads that could have easily been. You gave it. They gave those awards when receivers are the ones catching the ball. They're the ones running down the field. You're throwing the ball. Tom Brady, you threw the ball. Yes, all you did. You didn't run out of the pocket. You couldn't run. Peyton Manning, you played with a half a neck, and you still got Super Bowl MVP, but you couldn't even throw the ball 20 yards, 15. Let's be real here, man. Let's sit here and let's kind of think about this. I have a point.
You're not wrong, okay? So here's the deal. Eli Manning is the Reggie Miller of football, right? Well, I can't say that because
don't disrespect Reggie because I really hate. I hate this as much as everybody else does. That's a Knick fan, but I cannot knock that man's greatness and his greatness for trash talking.
Let me tell you why I say that though. All right, so Reggie Miller only averaged 20 points a game for his career, right? Mm-hmm. In the playoffs, he averaged 24, I think it was. He just elevated his game when it mattered, except for in Game 7.
So you saying Eli Manning elevated his game in the Super Bowl?
right or wrong. Had to.
How?
Because
So you take away the David Tyree catch.
right.
You take away the David Tyree catch, they don't win that Super Bowl.
That is
We're talking
correct.
about 8. We're talking about 8 Super Bowl rings for Tom Brady instead of 7.
But there was not 7 because he did not win that Super Bowl because David Tyree caught that ball off his helmet in front of
No, I'm
Rodney
saying
Harrison.
it would. No, that's what I'm saying though. If David Tyree doesn't catch that, we're talking about a Super Bowl. So he'd have one.
Well, before it got to David Tyree, Eli Manning broke away from 3 tackles before he launched that ball down the field.
Okay. Yeah.
I can't sit here. There's too many accolades that say that he doesn't deserve it. I know he's not the best Manning quarterback I would say he's not known as the best Manning quarterback in his family, but he did have the best opening debut.
Can I be honest with you?
Sure.
Oh my God. So in that game, which I'm looking up, and I actually have this saved because I've been looking at a lot of stats about this. So in that game, he won a Super Bowl, right? How come Hakeem Nicks didn't get it? He had 10 receptions, 109 yards.
Because somebody had thrown the ball.
Okay.
Right? Somebody had thrown the ball.
Now, this is the one in 2012. Okay, we're not even talking about that. In 2012, he averaged he got a Super Bowl MVP for a quarterback rating of 73.1. Please explain to me how that's possible.
Because he won the game.
Okay. Hold on. We're gonna go back now.
So who would you say deserves the Super Bowl MVP?
The defense.
Years. Well, you can't give it to one. You can't give it to all of them. You gotta give it to one.
I mean, it just don't make any sense. It just don't make any sense. We're gonna go to that game now. It's 17-14. Okay. Eli Manning won a Super Bowl MVP. 2 touchdowns, 1 interceptions, sacked 3 times, QB rating of 74.3, and an overall rating of 87.3.
Listen, at the end of the day,
the award should have, in that first Super Bowl, that award should have went to David Tyree. Without that catch, they do not go to the Super Bowl. They're not winning Super Bowl.
No football game is won on one play. None.
That one was.
There's 65 games. There's 65 plays in every game for each offense. There's 65, and so if you don't the play before, because look, if they sack him before he throws that ball, then it's the Patriots win, right?
Yeah,
right before David Tyree, and so it's still that play is made because of Eli Manning. Eli Manning breaks away from the sack. He makes that play. That's Eli Manning. I'm not sold that. And you got to think. Let's think it all the way through, man. This dude turned around this organization. He turned the franchise around. He weaseled his way out of San Diego. So if anybody is going to probably agree with you, it's going to be the San Diego Supercharger fans. They deserve to be more upset than you do. Even at you as a Washington fan deserves to be more upset than they deserve to be more upset, because the truth of the matter is he weaseled his way out of San Diego, and Phillip Rivers and all his kids couldn't win the Super Bowl. So it's on Eli Manning goes in, he wins, gets to New York, turns the franchise around. Right? He does a great job. Like, he's done what he's supposed to do. He's been a star for a lot of years with a lot of great players around him. He made some great players better. He did what he's supposed to do, man. Like, he was with that kind of pressure of being a Manning, coming out of Ole Miss, he was the best quarterback in the draft, and yes, yeah, I'll say bet. He was the best quarterback in the draft, right?
Who?
After the draft is over, because he's definitely better than Phillip, but is he better than Ben?
No.
All right.
No, not at all.
I won't argue that.
Not at all.
I won't argue that fact at all.
Look, if the man actually would have stayed off motorcycles, his career would have lasted a long time, a lot longer than what it is. But his body game on him, and man could still play. That man, Big Ben, you couldn't take him down. I don't care what anybody says, you couldn't take him down. He was called Big Ben for a reason.
Because he wasted 4 years of our life. He wasted a lot of time. Big Ben, the clock.
But
so look, man.
You want to know what you know? I was looking at this.
Okay.
Can with off the top of your head, since I looked, it's not fair, but off the top of your head, can you tell me the last running back to win a Super Bowl MVP?
Let's go with
30 carries.
I wanted to say James White, but it's not him, is it?
No.
Okay, 30 carries. So it's got to be Emmett, right?
Nope.
Who you got?
It's Terrell Davis.
Yuck.
He is the last running back, not named a quarterback, not named a linebacker, last running back.
Last running back.
This is why I say I think that award is janky.
Okay. So, well, yeah, because Malcolm Butler got one of those he got the Super Bowl MVP as well for catching that interception against Sierra's husband. And I mean there's a lot more to it defensively that took place, but listen, we could go back and forth. The man's in. That goes without saying.
It won't be a first. He's not going to be a first. He'll have to go back up again. I don't think he'll have to come back for a second one. He's not.
I can't. What else would they need to see?
I mean,
what would you need to see
this podcast? They need to see this podcast and understand that I'm throwing knowledge and gems of reasons why not be in a Hall of Fame jacket.
Golly.
So, I'm sorry. No one can change my mind on this, man. And by the way, do you remember what I told you before the season started, before the NFL kicked off? I did tell you that I'm not sure that the Washington Commanders
are going to make the playoffs.
And what did I tell you?
You said it.
I told you they may if they make a wild card. They're 7-5 right now.
That's possible. It's possible.
Possible to make the wild card. Don't get me wrong. Possible to make the wild card, but I don't see them. If you Jaden Daniels is showing his rookie signs.
Yeah, he's hitting the wall. He's hitting the rookie wall. That's understandable. Because I mean, you got to think they only played 12 to 15 games in college, and now we're into the pros. We're getting past that. We're past that point. So I totally get it.
But yeah, man. Shout out to VFit Gym.
Yeah, definitely gotta say shout out to the homie Valencia. Not only did she come through and rip it up on the podcast a few weeks ago, but if you get the opportunity, and I didn't even throw this into the live read, but look, man, go over to her Instagram page. Go over to her Instagram page, VFit Gym. Check her out. So much cool stuff getting ready to happen for the holidays. They're doing the sock drive. They're doing so much, just so much. But look, if you're ready to enhance your fitness journey while you're over there on her Instagram or her website, VFit Gym is a spot to hit. We believe fitness is essential for a happy life. As a member, you'll have 24-hour access. That's right. You'll work out whenever you feel like it. You should, let me rephrase that. You should work out whenever you want to.
Right.
Again. Work out whenever you need to. Work out whenever you feel like it. Located in the Galleria area, VFit offers free weight machines, a large turf area, and even cardio equipment. They've got personal trainers. They provide one-on-one sessions and small group classes that'll fit your needs. So most importantly, they've got awesome, affordable membership. It makes it easy to be to make fitness a part of your lifestyle. So don't wait. visit the VFit Gym in Houston and turn your fitness goals into realities. You can check them out at vfitgymhouston.com. That's the letter V as in Victor, fitgymhouston.com. Or you can just swing by 5539 Richmond Avenue in the Galleria area of Houston. You can start today. VFit your way to a healthier life.
Could have said it better myself, man.
So
I'm just saying, look, man, to go back to this topic, man, there should be different awards for different types, like for different stuff, man. And I think the Super Bowl MVP is kind of getting carried away.
Yeah. So when you look at all that is
quarterbacks, it's a quarterback's trophy.
Yeah. I won't argue that.
The person before, the person that won the Super Bowl with the run, he won with the Rams, Cooper Kupp.
And he did ball out. And it was proven that you needed him because when they were in the Super Bowl the last time before when he was hurt, they lost to a Tom Brady led team that definitely should not have won the Super Bowl. There's a lot of Super Bowls where I feel like that, if it was the fifth, we'd all be drunk, There's a lot of hypotheticals that need to go the right way for it to work out. But when you think about when you look at that Rams Patriots Super Bowl with Jared Goff and that group, that definitely it was 13-6 or something like that. That definitely should have been, you say if Brandon Cooks catches that touchdown, it's a whole different game. So but look, I gotta get going, I gotta get cooking, and I know you gotta get started on the what is this pork thing called again that you get
called Brandon.
Yeah. We need to see that. That's some of the content we need to see. But it was saying that I'm thankful for everyone who checks us out, whether you do it live online or whether you do it in the playbacks. To all our new followers over on Instagram, can't say thank you enough to all of you that join us. Definitely check us out on Instagram. Check us out on X or Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. We've got some fancy pigeons that we're going to start sending out with our podcast on it as well. Just whatever the entire, we're
just as long as you don't come on his show and start talking to me about these Steelers. You guys are great.
Steelers. Here we go.
So look, I'll welcome any New York Knicks fan. Come on over.
Before we go, tell everybody about the El Chefe food truck.
Who's that?
Oh God!
Nah, I'm just playing. I love these people, man. They're a great family-owned restaurant, man.
Yeah.
They are amazing people. He's a Cowboy fan too, by the way.
Yikes!
Yeah, I feel bad.
Also, fun fact. I told you I was looking out for Bernard because I didn't want him to see us talking about the Cowboys, and then he goes and he likes our Facebook Live. lurking in the background, bro.
Look, that's smart though. He was lurking. He's like, yeah, I know exactly what y'all were talking about.
Oh yeah.
Look, guys, it's been fun. It's been a great basically great show today.
Yeah, I had a blast.
I did too. Until you brought up the Steelers and the Clippers. So I mean, we're taking on new fans if you want, man. You could join the Knicks bandwagon if you want, man. It's okay.
I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with that. That sounds like a terrible idea.
Look, El Chefe Mexican Cuisine is a family-owned and operated restaurant located at the Springdale Municipal Airport on the second floor. They specialize in authentic Mexican cuisine. Some of their top sellers are the quesadilla plate and the triple OG, which is a triple stack quesadilla. Outdoor seating available, which right now you probably don't want to, because it's kind of cold out there. What you do get close-up views of the planes. And you can contact them at 479-334-7410 for all your to-go orders. DoorDash available for your surrounding areas. Look, I tell you this right now. Go check them out. The food is authentic, it's real, and it's great. I promise you will not be disappointed.
Fantastic food. And I can't wait to get up there and check out this quesadilla. That's gonna be a blast. I'm looking forward to it.
Oh yeah. Trust me, you'll like it, man.
I'm looking
Well,
forward to that. Well, look, so for the Angry Puerto Rican, I'm Bloka. Can't say thank you enough to everybody joining us. Happy Thanksgiving to all of you. As I always say, tough times don't last, tough people do, man. Y'all
facts.
be safe. Love
Happy
you.
Thanksgiving.